The elevator at Linden Tower, the city's sleekest corporate building, had stopped between floors just before the biggest client meeting of the year. The CEO, Victoria Hale, was pacing in heels sharp enough to pierce the carpet, barking orders at her assistant. "Get maintenance here now. My clients are waiting upstairs." Minutes later, the doors slid open, not to the expected uniformed team, but to a single man with a toolbox and tired eyes. "Elevator repair," he said, flashing his ID. His name tag read Daniel Brooks. He looked young, maybe early 30s, with grease on his hands and a small tattoo of a date on his wrist. His coveralls were worn, but his eyes were calm. Scene 1, the broken elevator. Daniel knelt to open the control panel. The CEO huffed behind him, muttering to her assistant, "If this thing isn't fixed in 10 minutes, the Italians will walk." Daniel glanced up. "It'll be running in 8, he said with quiet confidence. "You're sure?" Victoria asked, skeptical. He smiled faintly. "I've had tougher days." What he didn't say was that tougher days meant juggling 2 jobs, a 7-year-old daughter with asthma, and rent that always seemed 1 paycheck ahead of him. Scene 2, the clients arrived just as Daniel wiped his hands clean. The elevator doors opened, and in walked 3 sharply dressed men speaking fast Italian. Victoria straightened instantly. "Gentlemen, thank you for coming. Please right this way." But before she could finish, one of the clients sighed in frustration, muttering under his breath in Italian, "Another broken elevator in America. No discipline here." Daniel froze for half a second, then turned his head and replied, perfectly fluent, "My scusi, signor, ma igia sistemato. Podizzalir senza problemi." "Excuse me, sir, but it's already fixed. You can go up without any problem." The room went dead silent. The Italian clients blinked, stunned. Victoria's mouth fell open. Scene 3, the twist. One of the men stepped closer. "You speak Italian?" Daniel shrugged, a little shy. "Lived there a few years. My late wife was Italian." The older client's eyes softened. "Your wife?" he repeated quietly. Daniel nodded, his voice low. "She passed when our daughter was born. I learned the language so my girl could know her mother's world." The CEO expression changed instantly, from corporate impatience to human empathy. Scene 4, the unexpected connection. The Italian clients began smiling warmly. One of them, Mr. Bianchi, laughed and clapped Daniel's shoulder. "You fixed more than the elevator today, my friend. You fixed the mood." Laughter filled the lobby. Even Victoria smiled, a real one this time. She watched as the clients walked into the elevator, still chatting with Daniel in fluent Italian. By the time they reached the top floor, Daniel was the topic of every conversation. Scene 5, the aftermath. When Daniel packed up to leave, Victoria stopped him. "Mr. Brooks, do you ever look for new opportunities?" He blinked. "Ma'am." She handed him a business card. "We're opening a European division. Someone who speaks Italian and clearly knows how to stay calm under pressure could be very useful." Daniel looked at the card, stunned. I fix elevators." Victoria smiled. "And today you lifted a whole company." Epilogue. That night, Daniel tucked his daughter into bed. She looked up sleepily and whispered, "Daddy, did you fix the elevator?" He kissed her forehead and smiled. "Yeah, baby, and maybe I fixed a little more than that." The city outside hummed with lights, but inside that tiny apartment, the world felt bright and new. Moral message: no act of kindness, humility, or perseverance goes unnoticed. Sometimes the person we overlook is the one who lifts us the highest.